Hello and welcome to the section 1.2 warm-up exercise check. Let's just talk about what you should be doing for these warm-up exercises. You should always be trying the warm-up exercises yourself before you come to watch the videos for the section. If you can do the warm-ups yourself because you understood what happened in the previous section, that's great. And you can just check your answers from these videos. I also encourage you to work with other people. Like if you try them and you get stuck, you can ask classmates for help or work with them in the first place. That's fine. Or come to my office hours and we can help you out that way. You could also, go back and review the 1.1 videos that might explain some of the concepts you're struggling with. But if you spend like at least 10 minutes really being stuck and help isn't available or convenient to get help in person, you can use these to see how the answers work, to see how to do them, to get the answers. So let's go over exercise 1. First thing you want to do is multiply both sides of the first equation by 1/2 to make this coefficient become 1. And so we have that. And at this point, you might notice that there's no solution because any value of x1, x2, x3 could not make x1 plus 2x2 plus 3x3 simultaneously equal to 4 and to -5. So you might see there's no solution here. Or if you are to continue row reducing, the way to continue row reducing would be doing -1 times the first equation plus the second equation to clear out that x1. And because they're all completely the same, that clears away everything else. So this last equation here is 0 equals -9. And there's no way for that to be true. So this has no solution. Or in other words, the system is inconsistent. Now for part B, most of it is actually the same. Everything except the 4 is the same. So we could actually do the same sequence of row operations here, just make a couple modifications. And this time we get 0 equals 0 as the last equation. And it is possible to make 0 equals 0. No value of x1, x2, x3 can make that false. So all you need to do is make the first equation true to get a solution. You can list some solutions if you want. You don't have to. Here's a couple examples. But the system is consistent. For part C, if you're following the strategy from 1.1, you start by getting a 1 times x1 in the top row, and we already have that, and then you would clear all of the x1s from below that, but that's already done. And then next you would get a 1x2 in the second equation, and then clear all the x2s below that, which is already done, and above that, which we still have to do. So our first row operation is going to be getting rid of this -2x2, which we can do by doing 2 times both sides of this equation and adding that to the first equation with a multiplication operation. Next, we're going to, in the third equation, look at x3 and do multiplications to clear the x3s above that. So we just need to add 1 times equation 3 to the first two equations. And that directly tells you the unique solution of this. The solution is x1 equals 4, x2 equals 5, and x3 equals 6. All right, so there are those answers. Next, we'll tackle this giant wall of text in these big boxes on the next page in the next video. So I will see you then.